So you were recording RT, what show today?
We were doing Laura Fox. And then,
Laura's FM, yeah.
And we were in with...
No, I was just
sorry. What did you say?
I just said love her.
Oh, yeah. She's so nice.
She's a bit of a ride.
She's gorgeous. Yeah. And like, I love when you walk into the studio and they go, oh, the fucking this and fucking that. And I'm like, oh, I love you already. Yeah. And then I'm like,
normal.
Can I curse?
Yeah.
And she's like,
no. Not when the red light goes on. On this, you can.
You totally can. Penny,
over here.
Over here. Come on.
And then we were on live with Brendan Corney.
He's lovely.
He's gorgeous.
It's
so
quite the week for that show, isn't it, as well? Because obviously, isn't that the Ray Darcy situation?
Yeah.
We
were it was supposed to be Ray today, and then you see we have this kind of rapport with Ray because we did the very last show before COVID hit, so we were his last guests, and then they had us on as like the first guests when they reopened. So it was always really nice. And then I was like, oh, why did he have to leave? Why couldn't I be his last guest?
I know. Oh my god, that very selfish.
Where you go, Ray? Just let me be on.
Isn't it wild? Yeah, I actually can't believe he's gone. It's absolutely mad.
I know. Yeah, it's very sad.
Amy, my friend Amy, who was with today, was also on that show and thought she was on with Ray, and then obviously it was not Ray. But anyway, but Brendan we love.
Yeah,
I know.
We're hoping to get Brendan on the pod actually.
Oh yeah.
We love him so much. Penny, look, I know what it is. So Penny, come over here. I'll give you mine. She wants my socks. She wants a pair of socks.
Oh.
Yeah, she has. As we discussed on the last pod, Penny has a foot fetish. So look, here, do you want this? Here you go.
Happy out. Yeah.
I'll give you another one in a minute if you behave yourself for a while. I
think we should start
this podcast. Let's do it. Okay. Let's hear it. Okay, well, welcome back to the Glow Home.
This is my introduction, but thanks so much for taking
sorry.
it.
I just thought I'd start you off.
So today we have a guest.
Yeah.
We are joined by somebody who knows her way around a camera and a casserole.
Yes, I tell you, she is the queen. You did very well there. She's the queen of comfort eating. Penny is actually assaulting her right now. What is it that you want?
I don't know.
She just wants to
love. You want to love.
Anyway, she is the queen of comfort food and obviously the queen of our house now because Penny is like literally just literally living with Gina. But yes, she is the queen of comfort eating and also a best-selling author.
Best-selling author.
I mean, come on.
And the newest book is dropped.
Yes, we actually have it here.
We should let her talk.
Perfectly poised.
So welcome,
Gina Daly.
Gina Daly.
We're so excited to have you on.
Thank you so much for coming.
And also perfect time because the book launched when?
Thursday.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So incredible.
Hot off the presses. We're like I'm going to say we're the first. We're not. You've been doing pressing it all day. But you're the first.
Exclusive on a podcast.
Yeah, we're getting a podcast exclusive. So this is book number 4.
Yeah.
Yes.
Honestly, take a break.
I know. Yeah.
Very busy.
Like, that is so ridiculous.
So where did you come up with the idea?
Well, since the beginning of time, since the beginning of the Daily Dish, the Airfryer was obviously a big part of who we were. As you can see on the front there, it's the king and queen of the Airfryer.
Yes.
So we were just always making Airfryer recipes and looking for unique dishes to make in it or creating it or, taking inspiration and making twists on different meals. So that's what we became known for. But over the years, the style of book that we did, I was on a weight loss journey. I'd been doing a slimming club. So it was all that kind of stuff. And so the first 3 books were very much orientated around
that.
Calorie control. And as the more books I was writing for people to use to kind of lose weight, I was just gaining weight. I don't think this will work.
You have to test all the food.
I can't stop eating.
A lot of recipes to try, guys.
My life took a different direction and, lifes. And
I love that, lives.
Yeah. And I just really wanted to have freedom over a book that I didn't have to worry about. What are you going to put? What are you putting in your mouth? And, not like calorie wise and just, and that kind of stuff. So it was a really lovely.
Mr. Dish.
Yeah, he's delighted. He was like, "I wish it didn't work." So that's how it came about. And we'd so many recipes and we'd so many ideas over the years. It just made sense to put them all together in one book and have it there for people to. It should have been done sooner.
Well, it should have been.
Honestly, the air fryer, isn't it wild? Like, when did air fryers become a thing? Like what? How long ago? It's
When
not
I
that long.
when I introduced
When you-
them.
I
We would
was
like
the
to thank- It was
creator of the air fryer.
I mean, Gina was the actual inventor of said air fryer.
I was like, imagine a little tiny oven.
Imagine a little that blows heat.
But it's like, it's only what, a few years though, right?
No, they've been around for
I know,
years
yeah.
and years.
Have they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I think they just like when
They're more
when
accessible.
and when I started Instagram, there wasn't many food creators. There wasn't
No.
many people doing it.
Sorry, okay.
So air fryers had been around and they were basic. There wasn't like your 2 drawers now. And not that they've got much more advanced, but they've just adapted to bigger families and
Yeah.
bigger. So they used to be smaller. They used to have just 1 drawer. And I remember when I got mine first, I bought it with 65 quid. I bought it down in Kildare Village and I came home with it and I was like, right, this is going to be
is it.
amazing. And I hated it.
Yeah.
I absolutely hated it. I was like, right, the first thing everybody does is chips.
Yeah.
Because I was like Googling what do you do? And I
Yeah.
put them in and they were like little tiny bullets. I was like, this is just shite. Shite. I have no time for it.
tasteless shite.
But then I was like, I'm determined because I heard you can make things really crispy,
Yeah.
you use less oil. So it all kind of fit in with the food that I was doing.
Yeah.
And the more I experimented
Yeah.
with it, the more I was like, oh my God, this is brilliant. So it's one of those things. People have them in the cupboard. I only use it for chips or I only use it for. So I think the beauty of the book is showing people that there's so much more you can do.
100%.
And they are more convenient. And they're, so like, you know, if you're feeling, people get fatigue, recipe fatigue.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
It's like, let me just open it. I'm sure I'll have the ingredients in the fridge and they're accessible and they're easy to make.
That's what I think I said it to you earlier. I love the fact that your ingredients are like, go grab a Coke Zero and this is going to be the base of your sauce. Yeah. For I think it's the peanut, the satay.
Yeah.
Like it's just easy. It's not like, as we were laughing, like it's not foie gras that you have to go and find. It's just really accessible.
Guys, I just want to say thanks so much for letting me be in your podcast. And I just want to say that the language you're speaking is not a language I understand. You're saying a thing
what I
called
have to live with.
recipe fatigue. I don't know one recipe. I've not tried a recipe. I've never cooked a thing.
Well, will I tell you something funny?
Go on.
I couldn't cook. Like I think this is the funniest part of this whole journey
Yeah.
is that I'm not a chef. I'm not a professional. I just consider myself a mammy cook or a cook at home. I could not cook. Like my dad's jaw hit the ground when I told him I was writing a cookbook. He's like, what?
What?
Yeah, he's like, what are you talking about? Like, you can't cook chickens. And I was like, I can now. And like I grew up with, there was me, like my mum passed away when I was 17.
Yeah.
So it's me and my dad at home and I'm like, you're going to die because I can't feed you. Like I can barely wash your jocks. Like, do you know what I mean? Like what am I going to do? So we used to eat out all the time and it was restaurants and takeaways and it was all of that kind of stuff. So when it came to cooking, like my mum was a fantastic cook. Her mother was a cook. She was a baker. And I was just told, go on out and play. Do you know? So I had no life
I
skills.
look after it.
Didn't know how to peel. Like I only realised the easy way to peel a turnip recently, like in the last
Turnip.
The last
the easy
couple of
way
years.
to peel a turnip. I'm like, this is
So
like,
Mark's extent of cooking is ghost eggs, which is a poached egg.
and I can't even do
waffles.
them where they look like eggs. They look like banshees.
Yeah.
Like they're just spread out
Ghost
everywhere.
eggs and waffles and turkey bacon.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
It's a lovely mix, actually. Really nice.
Yeah, very dry.
Right, no,
Like,
it's for a
they're like
sophisticated palate.
Tongues, are they?
Yeah, they are.
I only started eating them recently in the last like 3 or 4 weeks. And I'm like sitting at the table going, when my sister rang me and I'm like, she's like, what's wrong? She's like, a bit of turkey bacon.
Yeah.
Like,
It does catch the back of your throat, quite dry.
So that's the extent of Mark's culinary.
Excuse me, I can also, but I'm also so impatient. Like I'm impatient, right? I have no love for the process of cooking. Like I don't enjoy the experience, like the actual process of doing it. Usually my output is pretty grim. So therefore I'm like,
and you're,
like, this is
you're
gross.
also not enjoying the.
I'm not enjoying it anyway.
yeah.
Like it's crap. And I've about 42,000 other things I need to be doing. So even when it comes to cooking a pizza, like I just do not believe, I think the biggest myth in the world,
Oh, I know what you're going to say.
biggest in the world, it rots me so much. Like preheating oven. I just don't believe that exists. I believe you just put the pizza in.
don't you?
6 hours later, I think soggy hours.
I'm like
12 hours later.
I'm like, guys, just put it in the cooking log, cook while it's eating. It's a fucking €5 restaurant.
Raw underneath.
Doctor fucking whatever shitty pizza. It's gonna taste like cardboard no matter what way you cook it.
But they're actually nice when you cook them right.
I don't know about that.
Put them in your air fryer.
Fucking hell.
So what I wanted to ask you, right, is
I'm so bad, Judy.
for anybody who doesn't know and living under a rock, where did the daily dish start? When did it start?
2018.
Okay.
God, that's a...
So my what I am, as like people always think that this is what I always did, but like I'm an illustrator / graphic designer.
Sorry, the cards. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm
Bitch
so sorry.
box.
The bitch box.
Yeah.
They're brilliant.
Yes. Sorry, yeah.
So like I went to art college, I did, and then I got a job in the real world, and then I met Carl, and I was working in court. Well, I was working in the city centre, but my love for art was always there from the time I was very small. So I'm not like fully qualified, I'm not fully trained, but I'm the type of person that if I want to do something, I'll do it.
Yeah,
If somebody said to me, bet you couldn't fly a plane, I would make it my business to go out and do it. So I just retrained myself, and I started doing wedding illustrations and cards and all of that kind of stuff. And then that became very intense for a while, because it was so time consuming, and I had 2 kids, and I was mammy, school, work, mammy, and then I'd start work about 6 o'clock when Carl would come in from work, and I'd be working to maybe 3, 4, 5, 6 in the morning, and then back up and it was draining. So then I just kind of went to the bitch box, and then I started my slimming journey, and I was like, it was an escape from that, just something fresh, and it was like, I'll do this, Mike. If one person watches, and it might keep me accountable, and I just start posting my breakfast, lunch and dinner, and that's all it ever was supposed to be, was just a little diary. And then I started making kind of like Eddie Rockets and McDonald's, so making all that food with a healthier twist, using the air fryer, and then everybody was sharing, and the page just spiraled. And then I remember getting an email one day, or a message, would you ever write a cookbook? And I was like, are you joking? Like, feck off. I thought it was just a random person asked me a question, and then another message, and I was like, who is this? And then I got an email. It was like, we'd love if you could consider writing a book. We'd love a meeting with you. And it was fucking Gale Publishers.
It's amazing.
I was like, oh shit! Like, let me go back to that message. I was like, so sorry. I thought you were just a random person asking me to
wind me up, like.
And I went for this. I went for this interview to present myself, and to like, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to have to like sell myself really. And I walked in, and she goes, look, I was just told to make sure that you sign this contract before you leave. And I was like, I didn't even open my mouth. I was like,
what an amazing accomplishment and compliment to what you've created.
Yeah, unbelievable. This person had been in a slimming club, and my name was constantly flying around. Have you tried this? And did you see what she made? And she's like, this is really, and she's like, I'm licking the phone, and like the stuff wasn't even great. Like my camera skills were shite. I was like, in the evening time, and it was all grainy, but I was doing stories, and it was, people were just, I was having a bit of crack, and I was having a bit of fun, and I didn't care what came out of my mouth. To a point, then when your page kind of grows a bit, and then you kind of get, your language is very bad. And I was like,
it's hard. People have opinions.
Everyone's trying to rein you in and mold you into what they want to see. And I'm like, but that's not who I am. And so I just kept being myself. Toned the language down a little bit, because there were starting to be kids watching and stuff. I know. So but that's how it happened. It just
it's wild. But do you find now, because obviously you've what, like 270?
2,075,100. I know.
I was like, wait, what account was I looking at? I was like, you've like a very substantial following.
There's like over 250,000. There's 260,000 followers on Instagram.
But like, do you find, because obviously I think I love seeing when people like start, because like my job is constantly just looking at people who are creating content and finding new creators and finding new things. And I love the first few years of a creator, like even the first year of a creator where they are not under any pressure because they're like, it's not maybe like their livelihood isn't like connected to it and they are just experimenting and being themselves and having fun creating content. Do you find that it has changed for you now, or do you still have that same like joy, creative vibes, and like none of the like politics kind of gets to you?
Yeah, I do. I think there was a portion of time where I think when you get to a certain point, everyone wants to see you do well. And then when you do well,
they want to see you come down.
Oh yeah, they really do.
But not too well.
No, just to a point.
It's the Irish. It's like they want to build you up, and it is a thing we've spoken about it on the pod a few times.
Yeah,
they want to see you succeed. They want to see you do well until you start to make some money from the thing, right? That you've worked on for so many years, and then people get so nasty about like wanting to then take you down. You're like, what? I was like, you were 10 minutes ago trying to say I should be doing this.
I mean, we were a young couple who had a big mortgage. We had 2 kids, and I was creating content online. And for the first 3 years, I didn't make a penny. I didn't have a pot to piss in. There'd be people saying,
people don't see that.
No, do you want to do this? And I'm like, oh no, like I have to get my kids this and I have to get my kids that. And I didn't have that expendable income. And I didn't start making money until even after that book came out, my first book came out. So I had this #1 seller, and people were thinking, oh, she's too big for her boots and she's this, that and the other. And and I'm like, I literally can't go out for a cup of coffee because I have to prioritize where my money is going. So people automatically presume once you get a big following on Instagram, you're getting this and you're getting that and you're getting the other. And I'm like, that's not the case. Like there's, it wasn't for me anyway. And I think after a while, you get Instagram doesn't make you money.
I think it's people, because a lot of people follow the likes of like TikTok in the States, and obviously they have the creator fund. So basically, based off the views that you get paid out by YouTube or TikTok. Like you get paid out based off your content, which is like such a lovely thing. Like how amazing would that be? And also I think it's a really lovely way for people to create content that's completely unbiased, because they're not being paid by a brand for that content. They're being paid for the content itself. So they get to like say and do whatever they want. That doesn't exist in the UK or in Ireland. So basically the only way people can make money through content is really through brand partnerships or, different elements like that. But it's hard. Like it is hard. Like,
and I think people also don't realize that when you get that fee might sound great. You immediately pay 50% tax on that. Do you know what I mean?
Paul,
so
everyone pays 50% tax.
I know, but I think people just see that fee and are like, they shouldn't earn that. It's not worth that. Actually, the amount of time you spend editing, creating content, look, it's a privilege in terms of some of the stuff that we do, but there is ins and outs to it. I wanted to ask you, because you've been really open on your page. Your mindset to the whole slimming, calorie control has like flipped. How did that come about?
So it was, I think I became hyper focused on the whole thing. And I think there was a lot, like, I remember being asked before, do you feel pressure? And I was like, no, I don't. And it's only now that I look back and I think, oh my God, I was totally felt pressure because I was, doing weigh-ins and before and afters and all of this kind of stuff. And I was like, I just before I turned 40, I got pregnant and I had what's called a miscarriage. And my whole life changed then. Like my dad's partner died during COVID. He came to live with us. Then we went through, there was a lot of ups and downs and a lot of things happened. And I was just living my life. I wasn't watching what was going on inside my mouth. I wasn't caring. And I was gaining weight. And I think I always say, like, my fat has a memory. It's like, I want to get back to where I was. I'm like, don't. But obviously, when I lost 8 stone, I didn't know who I was when I was skinnier. I didn't know how to dress myself. I didn't know how to function in this world. Who all of a sudden I was like popular, and people were like, oh, we want you to do this, and oh, you look great, you look amazing. And then when the weight goes back on, people stop noticing you as much. And, you know, you kind of don't have the same appeal. And I was like, oh, well, like if people don't want to know me like this, I don't give a shit. Like let them. So it was hard to accept putting on weight and gaining weight and not being as desirable to people's eye, because Instagram is all visual and, you know.
Don't we know?
And then my dad passed away and I was raising Jean, who has Down syndrome, and my whole life perspective just went, this is, you know.
Life is for living.
Yeah, not worrying about how many calories is in this dish. So I learned to, like, I loved myself. I always loved myself when I was a bigger girl.
Yeah.
And I was always fun and I was always, you know, the life and soul of the party, and people say she's the funny fat one and all this kind of stuff. But I wasn't. I was just actually comfortable and I was happy in myself. And then when I lost weight, I didn't know who that Gina was. Yeah. And then when I started putting weight back on, I was like, I'm back to being that Gina again, and I don't care. And so it wasn't as hard to accept it. And then I kind of started showing a few bits of clothes and stuff.
I love them.
There's so many girls who look like me, who don't see themselves represented. And they're like, oh my God, I'm your age group. I'm your size. And I was kind of just doing that. And like, it is shit to try and go and find clothes. And like, you know, sometimes say, oh, it is easier just to lose a bit of weight, or it is whatever. But it's like, I'm just doing what I'm doing.
And you're happy.
Yeah.
You're content.
Yeah.
I just think that is such a refreshing point of view. And I also think, like, I think we all have different moments in our lives where we have certain priorities and certain things that, like, at that time, that was the thing that you were doing and that you, like, felt was the right thing at that time. I think people will constantly hold people to a thing that happened at one point in their life and not realize that was fucking so many years ago. I am now a different person with different priorities, you know. Lost people in my life, different things have happened. I'm in a different part of my
different chapter.
I'm in a different chapter, and that's fucking okay. If I said that thing 5 years ago,
I said it.
And I meant it at that time. It was the right thing.
It's what you're doing. It's like when people go to the gym. You're enjoying the gym when you're going to the gym. When you're not going to the gym, you're not. It's like,
I'm also enjoying not going to the gym.
I laugh because I'm like, I'd love to do. I'm always like, I'll do one of those day in the lives, and I'm like, it's really boring. But like, I'd love to do it so people actually see what my day is like, because it's so intense. Because with Gene is he needs a full-time carer constantly with him. It's not like, you know, my other two, you'd say, oh, sit down in front of the telly or go play with this, and you go off for an hour and clean the house and do this. That doesn't happen. We can't. Like the other day, like I was like, Gene, just sit there for a minute. And I turn my back for a second and he's like carrying a cup over on the tiles. And I'm like, give it to mommy. You know, and you can see him. He's just like, I'm just going to smash this right in front of you. So my life is like constantly hyperventilating. Like, don't. So I getting out for walks, doing all of those kind of things are really things that shouldn't be difficult. Like, I went to the doctor to get my bloods done because I was convinced I was like perimenopausal or going through the menopause. And she's like, I'll do your bloods. And I'm like, can I just get the HRT? I said, I think it's more based on your moods. And she's like, no, I want to do your bloods anyway. So they came back and she goes, do you go out? I was like, I do, yeah. To the car. She's like, but your vitamin D it's like dangerously low. And I was like, well, what's like, you know, what's the, and she goes, whatever it is. So say for argument's sake, your good one is 100. Yours is 2. And I'm like, okay. I was like, I've just come back from Lanzarote. And she goes, really? So she says, I usually prescribe people however many 100, whatever. You need 50,000.
Stop.
To get you back up.
Every week for 6 weeks. And I was like, all right. And then I started thinking, I was like, shit, I actually don't go out. I don't do anything that involves the sun.
You're hooked to that air fryer. You can't leave it.
Slaving away in the kitchen. Jesus, these kids have been wired. Yeah, but like,
I have to say, I am obsessed with Jean. Like, I can't tell you how adorable that child is. I just can't.
It's the leopard print for me.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Head to toe leopard print. I adore it.
Such a vibe.
How do Holly and Ben, because they're a little bit older, how do they find the whole social media thing? Is it still cool? Or is it?
Oh God, no. Like I
Okay,
have them, their heads wrecked. I'm like, my secret TikTok, I've got 1 million followers, and my son is like, shut up, man. And I do dances on it, and he's like, no, you don't. Tell me you don't. And I'm like, I do. I can't. Like I said, I just hide my face. So he's obviously knows I don't. But my kids, they used to come on social media. My daughter Holly used to have a page called The Little Dish,
yes.
And she's hard of hearing. She wears hearing aids. So during COVID, we did a cook-alongs, or she was showing kids, and her page had 16,000 followers in a week.
Yeah, stop.
And the deaf schools were using it for their because I put, before captions were invented, I used to type out every single thing she said so that the children could read it. So that was a lovely thing. But again, there's things that happened on social media over time. Like, people, as I say, can be nasty, can be mean. Like I was doing Ireland AM for a good stint for 2 years, and now I haven't told anybody this, so it's an exclusive. I did it yesterday, for the first time in 5 or 6 months, and I stopped doing it because people were taking screenshots of the TV of my belly and saying the size of her, look at her, she's not a size 20, 22, she's at least a size 28. And I seen all these photographs, and like, I was like, why are people even bothered? Like, it's hard to put yourself out there when you're here, you're seeing, and I'm like, I pushed through it, and and then I said, why am I doing this? So there was a moment, there was a little pocket of time where I was just like, I got so in on myself. Yeah. And so I felt so shit. Yeah. And it was just, I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like, I'm doing my best. I'm trying my best. And if all that they want to talk about is the size of my belly or how much weight I've put on, like they can't take me down for my personality. They can't take me down for being a nice person. No. So the only thing they can go for is the one thing that I can't control right now. And as I say, I'm living in a body, and I can only live in this body right now, whether it goes smaller or whether it goes bigger. I have to love this now. I have to love me now. Because if I don't, I'm fucked.
Yeah, it's so true.
Yeah.
It's so wild that like the Ireland, I think I met you I think I was on one of the mornings that you were on doing the show. And it's so funny because the social media thing is weird because obviously you very lucky, rarely get any like real trolling, but like there's always something. Bits. There's always always some random man being like, "You queer, die." You know what I mean? Like what? Yeah. Like what? I'm like, I was just,
or like the messages there the other week about being in the pub.
Got this weird one from this man who started to send me messages being like, I'm having drinks with your dad, and he's so embarrassed he's crying every Friday to all his friends in the pub.
All right, Nick.
About how embarrassing you are. I was like, I think my dad's fine. I think you're grand. Like
it probably was him.
I was like, he probably had one too many gins. God love him, leave him be. But like, people say the wildest things, but I did the Today Show for like 10 years. So I did it for 10 years, and there's also been a massive change in that show. And obviously this is my first year. I haven't really spoken about this either, but this is my first year not doing the show after doing it for like 11 years actually. And basically I did the makeover every week. So I did the like makeup on the makeover, and we had the lovely Pamela, who's a very good friend of mine, who did the hair. And then there was like a stylist did the fashion piece. Right. And the last 4 years, Facebook kind of destroyed the section because basically everyone would just start talking about the appearance of the person. And also like, I think time changed. Makeover isn't really an acceptable thing to do on a show anymore. You can't say you look shit, we're going to make you look fab. Like it just doesn't work like that. And obviously they changed the narrative of it to be like, that, we're making people feel their best, all these kind of things. But essentially, people loved it. Was the most watched section of the show. Like it was the highest rating part of the show. But the trolling that they used to get for the people used to get on Facebook of people commenting on, like we've had so many stylists who used to just leave the show because they would tear down like what they styled the person in, and then they'd start talking about the person's physical appearance. Like this is a person who's volunteered to be on a show.
Yeah.
They have not asked to be commented on in that way.
Yeah.
And the thing that I found weird is that made me nervous, and I was very lucky. I got very little of it, but I own my social media. So if someone comments to me, I'm in control of what happens there, and I can hide the comment if I wish. I can respond. I can, and also it's mine. It's not my job. So like I was employed by RT for that section. So if people commented about me on their social or on that Facebook where things would go absolutely wild or talk about me, I have no control. I have no control. I'm not responsible for how they respond or what they do with that. And it was that part of it that actually I really didn't enjoy. Was like, I used to check incessantly every week when the section would go up on the Facebook page being like, what are they saying this week?
Yeah.
Like, and I think obviously that's why I think this year they decided that the makeover part of the show just had to go. It just became dated. But it's actually wild because when you think like, I'm like, okay, so that was like one iteration of it. But I don't know if you ever seen those. Remember the old school shows that used to be on?
Yes, I was only watching something recently.
You remember your man who used to be like, we're meeting a right old fatty today. And you're just like, what the fuck?
Or the ugly duckling. Remember the ugly duckling?
No, the swan.
The swan.
The swan with Amanda Byram. Where they did like actual 22 surgeries on a human, and we're like, look how beautiful you are now.
And like we also watched
what's going on?
We watched that documentary, The Biggest Loser.
Thing.
Did
you watch it?
Yes, I did. I did.
It's terrifying.
But like completely giving people eating disorders
100%.
and everything else. But like that's I suppose the whole diet culture thing, I think was part of the reason why I stepped away from it, because you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't.
Yeah.
So even when I was thinner, I was told you didn't look this way, and when you're bigger, so I'm like, that's where my brain is at now. I'm like, it doesn't matter what I do. Like, I mean, remember the first book coming out, and Facebook is wild, but I have because I find Instagram just a bit more mature. Facebook is like all the older people like, aren't even sure if they pressed and it's like there was an article, it was like, Gina and Carl lost 10 stone between the two of them, and I was really proud of like, oh my God, the independent, right? And like that, I now control the comments. Oh, when is she going to lose the rest of the way? And this, that, and the other. And I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. Like, and that's the cover of my book. And I'm like, no. And I remembered in that moment going, I hate this. I hate this. And then I was like,
it's taken away from all the amazing,
the good stuff. And that's the point of it all. Is they go, look, this person's having like, fuck them. And like, I always, my dad was great. Like, my dad was in his 80s sitting on Facebook, and there was an hell fellow, right? I used to drive him mental. He'd be like, that fucking bastard again. And he used to comment on myself and Carl's Facebook posts.
Okay.
And he'd say something like, fucking tattoos are disgusting. He's a gurrier. He's a this, that, and the other, right? And my dad,
and he is like, the furthest thing from a gurrier
ever. Like if you didn't, if you hear his voice and you didn't see him, you don't.
I have a secret relationship with your husband.
I know. He was like, tell Paul I said hi.
We text each other like all the time.
To know something?
He's a gamer. He's a gamer. Lego horror movies. We have.
You should marry that man.
We actually probably should marry that man.
I do be like, he was like, I was just chatting to Paul there. I'm like, well, good, because I've nothing to talk to you about.
I'm sorry for the Steam Deck, and he bought something new. Like we have the best chats.
Honestly, like get a room, you two. Just get to it already, Mr. Dish.
But like to that, like my mom always said, like the world is fucking hard enough without us being hard on each other. Like we just, and I know that's like a fucking Miss America thing to say.
Go.
But
well
that's
done,
my mom is Miss
pageant.
America. But like it's so true. Like fuck off. Who has the time to be talking about other people?
That's what my dad was like, this, your man is there, here he is, excuse me, he's like, that's my son-in-law, there's nothing wrong with his tattoos. And he goes, oh geez, I'm very sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. And here's I'm going to call down to his house. It's like, that's not what you do, Dad. You don't do that, right? You don't do that. You don't call to anybody's house. It says it's only Facebook. I said he's lonely. He's a lonely man. So,
but it's you know, the Facebook thing, because it is generally slightly more mature people on Facebook. Like, I was like, there was one particular person that I was just like, do you know that that's public? Are you? Do you understand?
Aware that everyone can
Sorry,
see
but I tell you a very funny story.
Go on.
I don't know if she listens to the pod though.
She does. No, she does. She messaged me. Well, she did. She messaged me saying she can't wait for it to come back, I think.
Anyway, look. Someone
sorry.
Someone who is a relative of mine. Right. Basically.
This is so fun. This is so
I'm not sure fully understands how Instagram works, right? And basically.
Very glamorous lady.
Commented on something I put up on Instagram, and I responded to be like, oh, thanks so much. Hopefully catch you for a coffee soon or something. So then she sends 3 comments worth of a response, right? And it's basically like, oh, Mark, you've no idea. I had the worst time. Fell down in the passed out, was found with no knickers on. No. Then she's like, then in the hospital, catheter in, explosive diarrhea, like nothing you've ever seen before in your life. This thing goes on.
Were you like, bringing her?
I was
take
like,
it down.
I couldn't. So it was actually, it was one of those things where it was so terrible.
I showed screenshots after.
I actually, I didn't actually see it initially, right? Until I seen like, you go back through notifications. I'm like, why is there 3 comments? And I go back and I read it. When I say
the blood drained.
Before I hid them, did I screenshot every single one of them? I did. And I sent them into our family group that she's not in. And when I say it's one of my favorite things to say, if I'm having a bad day, I pull out those screenshots and I read them out to the family. We had a funeral recently. My granddad passed away and I read them. Everyone was having a bit of a low day. So I read out in the church actually. Yeah. I thought Grace thought it was great. But yeah, I was like, oh my God. But yeah, Facebook and like I just think they're also the viewers of the Today Show was very much they're an older demographic, but also very past marketable, like super past marketable, would like say anything about anyone, no filter. Yeah. And it was just a bit, it became a bit harsh. It just wasn't the thing anymore.
When I did the R&M show a couple of months ago, I got a message from an older lady. She's like, he used an awful lot of garlic today in that dish, right? And I was like, what? And I said to Carol, did I use loads of garlic? Because my brain just switches off. Yeah, and I'm just like pouring shit into things. And I'm like, the full recipe's on the... Yeah. And she's like, you nearly poisoned Tommy. And I was like, Tommy, they didn't eat it. I said, she'd say, all right, it's still alive. Do you know what I mean? So that's the type of craziness.
Listen, Karen, stay calm. Stay fucking calm.
And like, I think my whole frame of mind is because I'm not a horrible person. I'm a lovely person. I even say I'm a lovely person because I know I'm a lovely person. If I get a nasty comment or whatever, I kill them with kindness. Yeah. Kill them. And like, even like when I had Jean, like people used to follow for the food and they follow for Jean now. Yeah. There was one woman who was obsessed with him, like absolutely obsessed. And then I wouldn't see messages or I might miss messages. And I think because I wasn't replying to her, she thought I was rude and ignorant. And then started bombarding me, calling Jean the most obscene names. Those old... Yeah. And I just thought, like, what's wrong with you? So I found out who this person was. Very easy to find. And they...
Just so you know, bitches, we will find you.
Her name was... This is her phone number.
This episode's called Name and Shame.
Yeah. She was selling her fridge on adverts. Anyway, so she sent me another message one day. I hadn't heard from her ages, and I remember getting a message, and I was in IKEA at the time, and I just sat, and you know the blood drains from me when you get those, because you think, oh, what's this? And it was awful. Calling him an R word.
Oh no!
How is he going to grow up with shit parents? Shit. She used to spell everything wrong so it wouldn't get hidden. And I was like, insert name here. You're a little bit obsessed with me, aren't you? And she's like, oh, hi, Mary. Who the hell is this? Whatever her name is. And I was like, I know who you are. I know where you live. Yeah. I know your phone number. Yeah. I know everything about you. And then she was like, oh, you've mistaken me for somebody else. Blocked.
Done.
Never.
Bye, bitch.
But I've done posts where I'm like, I've received messages from people or I've seen messages written about me, and you are very easy to find. Your digital footprint is
wild. Yeah.
So, and like I am that person who will find
Agatha Christie.
Yeah, I'll find a grain of sand under your arse. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And turns out they're friends with friends of mine.
It's always
the closer people that are.
Wild,
so I'm like,
isn't it?
I wrote it because I was like, this is my house. Instagram, this page is my house, and you come knocking on my door, you come in with a bit of respect. I've been called a fat cunt, a beast, a disgusting pig, all of these through Instagram, and this person sending messages under a fake page or wherever I've seen them, and I'm like, I might pass you on the street one day. I might, have a cup of tea.
I remember
with you.
this post,
and I said, I'll know for 1,000,000% if that person messages me today, because I haven't heard from them in a long time. And I got a message that day and I was like, have you?
Yeah. You know? Fucking have you little wag. You little bitch. I'm gonna fucking... Joe, it is wild. I always sometimes think, I'm always like, what motivates the person? Because I think sometimes what you've hit on there is really interesting in that, like, they were always messaging all the time, and it was when potentially you missed a few messages. It's like the engagement and the attention that they're looking for, so they don't get it one way, they go the other way.
And that's all it is. That's all it is.
Just like, this actually isn't. And this is the thing that I am taking with me everywhere now. When someone is really having a go at me or having something, I'm like, oh wait, this isn't about me. No, this is nothing to do with me. So I'm just going to like step aside, not going to take any of this in. I'm going to let you have whatever moment you're having right now.
Well, do you know, actually, I heard of a very good thing the other day. Miss Cruz, do you know her?
Oh, yeah.
She was talking about this. Everybody always says to me, oh, let them. And let them. And I'm like, no, I won't.
Yeah.
Why should I?
Yeah.
Do you know, if they're going, I'm going to not retaliate, but I will speak back. And I always kill them with kindness. And I always try I'm funny.
Yeah.
Right. And that kills them again, because it's like, why is she responding like this? But she had a very good way of putting it. And she was like, no, we don't let them.
Yeah.
They can keep it.
Yeah.
It's not, keep it.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
You keep it.
Yeah.
Don't put it onto me. Just keep it.
I love that.
Yeah.
She did. I don't know if you've seen a post the other day. We had an event, makeup event the other morning, and she missed it. She was like, "Well, I ADHD'd too hard this morning." She was like, she basically was coming to our event, but basically forgot about it or something happened, and then she ended up going to the wrong venue for the event, right? And then she was on her way to the new venue and realised that actually she had never actually RSVP'd to the event. She was like, I didn't even RSVP to it. So I'm not actually invited to the event. So instead of coming to our event where we would have given her the product to try, she bought it in the shop and then went home and put it on and told the whole story.
And because of that, I went and bought it.
Yeah.
I have to say, it's a fucking really good product.
I haven't opened it yet.
Oh, it's so fucking good. Ginny, you're going to love it. It's sculpted by Amy.
And I bought it for my daughter as well. So,
we need to get you on the list, girl. We need to hook you up.
What are you doing?
I'm so sorry. How did I miss this?
My daughter nearly went boom, because she buys all, she's only 16. She buys she wanted one, it was a tenner. And I was like, oh, I don't think that's going to be good for your skin. She's like, oh, but ma'am. I was like, here, look, this one's meant to be really good. It's sculpted. And she's like, it's sculpted by Amy, ma'am.
Yeah.
32 euro or 33, whatever. And I was like, yeah, that's okay. Yeah. I said, I'll even buy one here. She's, oh my God.
We'll do a little
look in the garage before you go. Right, we need to get into Glow Up or Blow Up.
We need to go into Glow Up or Blow Up.
Sorry.
Right.
We've had the chats. It's been great.
Time for a Glow Up or Blow Up, people. Okay, so welcome to Glow Up or Blow Up. Gina, this is your first Glow Up or Blow Up experience. It's pretty straightforward. So basically the way it works is we're going to give you a topic, we're going to discuss it slightly, and we're going to decide together, is that particular thing a glow up, we want to see more of it, lots of it, or a blow up, be gone, get in the bin, don't want to see it anymore. That's how we roll. We're going to start We're going to start with an easy one.
Very easy one.
Right.
The air fryer.
Oh, blow up.
No, glow up.
Fucking in the bin.
Okay, guys.
Fucking in the bin.
I'm done now. If that doesn't get to number one,
Guys,
I don't want to know any more about
If
it.
someone could give me a match, we're just going to blow up this here book because we don't need an air fryer anymore, so blow it up.
Glow up.
Do you find it's like one of the most used Is it the most used in your house?
Yeah, we've got 3 on the counters.
3?
Oh no, that's only like a quarter of my collection. Like with your makeup.
Do you have a jewel?
I have a jewel.
drawers?
I have a tower. I have an open top one. They're the 3 that are in the kitchen. So I have 2 jewel that are on top of each other, sitting in each corner, and then one on my island.
Sorry, I'm going to ask we're going to segue again. When you are both doing recipes, how does that work logistically?
Oh, he just does one and then I do one another time.
Okay, so okay.
Divide and conquer.
Yeah, like it's usually our dinners. My content is usually what I'm cooking for dinner.
Okay, that was actually a question I had. Was like, what is a typical dinner? So it's essentially everything that you.
Yeah, because otherwise it's just a waste of food.
Yeah.
Like if you're cooking for content in the morning, the food is not going to be eaten by the evening time, and then by the time it comes around, kids are like, "Oh, it's cold," or "I don't want it," or whatever. So just
And are the kids easy eaters?
no.
Oh,
I have one great eater. Jean will eat anything.
Yeah.
Ben will eat anything.
Yeah.
And then Holly's.
okay.
Shit, like
I mean, am I going to eat pizza, please? I'll have some waffles. Try waffles,
she's
please.
getting a bit adventurous. When she was cooking herself, she did eat a lot more.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I always wanted them to be hands-on. So I was like, if you see what's going into it, you might eat it. So she's getting better. She is. And the older she gets, she'll enjoy them. I was a crap eater when I was a kid. Like, give me crispy pancakes.
Still is a crap eater. Oh my God, crispy pancakes.
I made them the other day. Oh, they're gorgeous. Yeah, it's such a nostalgic thing. Crispy pancakes and all that kind of fruit. My ma was like...
Curry crispy pancakes, weren't they? And,
Yes.
And beef and it's like a steaky beef.
There was loads of bacon.
I blame my mum. My mum could not cook.
No.
Right.
No.
No,
Shocker.
these were fried stuff.
They're
frozen.
all frozen.
And you throw them into the oven.
See, my eldest brother is 61 this year, and my other brother is 60 this year, and my sister is 53, and I'm the baby. So there was a 9-year gap between me and my sister, and 17 years for my brother. So she was cooking all the time. And when they fucked off out of the house and got married, she was like, "You frozen dinners."
Yeah.
Love that. I mean, I would love the frozen dinners.
Love stews and all the Sunday dinner and all,
Yeah.
but she's just like, I've done this for too long.
I've spoken about it before on here, so I don't think it's a huge shock to my mum anymore, but it was when we first started the podcast. My mum actually thought she could cook, but was turned us off every food. That's why I'm so fussy, because everything that she cooks, there's water rolling off. Like, they used to all be placed on plate, and all the water from all them would converge in the middle.
That.
It was really quite
Now,
gross.
I will be nice to Angela. Angela can make a great Christmas dinner.
Great Christmas dinner.
Prawn cocktail. She makes good brown bread. Sometimes it will be very thick.
Sometimes a bit, yeah.
A good
she does
soup.
90% of the time.
And a
Because
beef
it's full of water.
and a beef stroganoff.
She does a Christmas pudding as well.
And she does a very
That's
good
because
Christmas
it's
pudding.
90%.
So essentially, she does a Christmas dinner really well. And outside of that,
Christmas. Look, she's got a lot of other skills.
but your glass is never empty. So it doesn't taste bad.
So you get drunk.
When I was
drunk.
I was a child, that did not help.
Next one, metallic cutlery. Glow up or blow
What
up.
is metallic cutlery?
It's like a gold fork or a gold knife.
I'll put that in the bin.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you know, I tend to agree on this.
I bought it all, went through phases, like it's so, and then it's just not, I don't think it's tacky or anything. It's just,
I'll just empty my drawer, will I? Yeah, thanks so much.
suits your home.
It actually doesn't, though, but also no matter what version, because Paul has had the fucking black cutlery, the gold cutlery, I
just don't like silver.
but it all wears and becomes.
That's the issue for me.
It becomes
when you're
gross.
eating and it's like, oh shit, did that go in my mouth? Or was it in the dishwasher?
Yeah.
I don't know. So it looks beautiful. You get yourself that egg. Did you see that one?
No.
Oh yeah, it's Christoph something or other. It's only about 11 grand.
Ah, yeah.
It's a gold
I'll
egg.
take
Like
two.
the schmeg. Did you see the schmeg design thing? 2.5 grand for a kettle.
Yeah.
I'll take 4.
But you take the lid off and everything sits around like it goes like petals, and you've got.
I'll have a look at that. Send me that link.
I'd have that
Send
one
me
now.
that link.
It's not for me.
Next up, Sunday roasts.
Oh yeah, glow up.
Yeah.
1,000,000%.
Give me a carvery
big
all day, any day.
Sunday roaster.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'd live for it. If I went to the fanciest restaurant in the world and they had the most unique things on the, and you're like, I want to try that on my life. Oh, they've a Sunday roast. I'll have that. Thanks.
Really?
Yeah.
What's your secret ingredient in a Sunday roast? Like, what's your
Good gravy.
Good gravy.
Gravy and stuff. If you don't have stuffing,
Stuffing.
don't bother coming.
No,
Don't bother fucking coming.
No,
if you're not
I'd be
gonna
really upset like when it comes and there's no stuff and
a tiny little portion.
a real dry mash.
Yeah.
Or like frozen roast potatoes.
A hangover on a Sunday. I love going to a pub for a carvery and I will literally be like, we're wasting no space on this plate for veg.
No.
Goodbye, see you later.
Yeah.
We're taking the mash, we're taking the potato, we're taking all of the stuffing. And you know, like people are like polite and they're like, could I just get a little bit more stuffing? I'm like, double the stuffing.
And the gravy.
Double it.
Yeah, he's very
drain
aggressive.
it. I want it to be a pool.
Yeah.
I want to be swimming in gravy. And when I say it makes me so happy, I eat it till I want to get vomit sick.
Next one, overnight oats.
Like, are they a thing?
Are they done? Are they
I don't
dead?
think they are. I think they're actually still like really popular because they're just so handy and you know you're full for the day and you're doing them the night before.
Are they not actually gross though?
I make really nice ones.
Okay.
I do.
Not my overnight
I
oats.
do Turkish delight ones. They're absolutely beautiful.
No,
So
he
there are
wouldn't
two
eat
things that I hate.
He wouldn't Turkish delight allergic.
What do you like?
I like chocolate a lot.
Yeah, well, the Turkish delight has chocolate in it. But I think when you're making good overnight oats, you have to use unhealthier things, which then makes it
Yeah, I
pointless.
know.
But so,
Yeah.
oats for me, it's just like I always say, I'm like, you're using oats, you need to put shit into it to
Yeah,
make it taste
yeah,
nice.
yeah.
But like Reese's Pieces ones, I do, and
Yeah,
all
that
of
I
that
can
kind of
get
stuff.
behind.
You know, peanut butter and chocolate, and then when you're mixing it in, so they're in between.
In between.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're not blowing them up. We're not blowing them up.
I'd be
We're just like,
interested
they're
in
there.
this one, right? Because you have a history with it. Fake away nights.
Yeah, I think glow up.
Yeah.
Because yeah, like I mean, I think I get exhausted sometimes with just like the constant cooking and
Yeah.
just get fucking Chinese.
Just get a fucking Chinese.
Yeah. You heard it here. Quote of the night. Just get a fucking Chinese.
You know what? If you're going to have a takeaway. Now, I will say,
No, I joke.
do think there are
joke.
some things, the likes of like the Taco Bell thing that you did the
Yeah.
other day, like that just looked fucking delicious
Yeah,
and
it's
also
incredible.
looked super simple to make. And like,
You
I
did
don't
the
want to go.
smash, Big Mac burger.
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. I absolutely love a fake way and I love making them. And I think that's the connection we have, me and Carl, is the crack we have in the evening time when we're cooking. And it's the time we only get to be not just Mammy and Daddy, Gina and Carl, and we'd have a glass of wine, we'd have a bit of a laugh. So like, yeah, my kids love the fake ways. We love the fake ways. But there are times where I'm just like coming home from doing a €150 shop, got my whole week's dinners, breakfast, lunch, and I just go, just want to jump into Lee's there and get a spice back.
We love our takeaways.
Yeah,
like,
we do.
Love
We do.
them. But I also, because I build a takeaway up as such a lovely, like we get them all the time. Don't get me wrong. It's not like we only have one a month and like it's, but the decision of what takeaway we're getting and what we're ordering is like probably one of the most important life decisions to me, because I'm like, if we
It's
are
very
getting
hard.
takeaway, when we're getting takeaway, I want it to be perfect. I want it to be exquisite. It really needs to fill whatever like appetite or hankering I have on me right now. And we have to align. We've got to.
I can't make a decision.
Honestly, there have been some near divorce discussions over like you wanting one thing and me wanting another. And the thing we have come to a conclusion on is that we never feel good after a chipper. We never feel good after a chipper.
So
We
you
enjoy
just-
it in the moment.
You love it.
And Paul is always the person.
Love
being
a
like,
doner
"Let's have it."
kebab. Give me a doner kebab.
But we feel
Actually, there's
gross
a great
after.
recipe in there for one.
I know. I've seen.
And
you
it is-
and Carl. No, Carl.
No, I made it.
Did you
I
made it?
Yeah, it caused most controversy in of any recipe I've ever made. Yes, that's not a doner kebab. I'm like, I know it's fucking not a doner kebab. It's a piece of mince. Jesus Christ, they're made from lamb and fucking whatever else is in it. I made it in my kitchen. I don't have a shish kebab thingy, whatever it is. I don't have rotisserie yolk. I'm like, it's in an air fryer. So yeah, the chef here. I love those comments.
Oh,
like,
chef here.
Yeah, chef here. Just to let you know, and I'm like, lad,
Chef, fuck off.
yeah, don't make your own. You know, so yeah, but
Off
that
you
is
go.
a good recipe.
Off you go. Okay, good to know.
And the last one, right, is couples who share a dessert.
Ooh. I would say glow up, and Cara would say, tell her to fuck off.
I would tend to agree with fucking Carl.
So I'm a glow up because I amn't really a sweetie person.
Me either.
But I enjoy a spoonful. It would be
Of
very
something.
Fuck off and get your
rare.
own spoon.
But I wouldn't, it would be very rare that I would eat a full dessert
Yeah.
on my own. I'd eat a cheese board. Like you put a cheese board in front, it's demolished.
So then
Bread.
order a cheese board.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
then-
I'm starter and main course.
Yeah.
And I'd eat that all day long. And
Yeah.
then come to dessert. I'm like, unless it's something really good.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't be arsed with a, bit of ice cream or a apple crumble, all that kind of stuff. Unless like a fudgy
Okay.
chocolate brownie that's
Fudgy.
warm and
Fudgy.
delicious.
Okay.
Or melt in the middle. I don't want it to be flary. I don't want it to be doughy. I don't want it to be dry.
Do you find it hard going out with food?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do. And I'm always quite disappointed.
Oh.
My kids call me the around the corner, right? And I'm like, why you call me that? And it's like, because every time you eat something, you go, oh, that's lovely. And then as soon as we're around the corner, you go, shite. So that's what I'm known as at home. And my kids are always like watching me like to respond. And it's not because I'm a food snob or anything like that. I'm just like, I'm paying really good money for this food.
Yeah.
And contrary to what people think, I get free meals everywhere I go. I make sure I pay for everything.
Yeah.
And there's one or two occasions where I've been invited somewhere and I'm like, I insist that I pay for this because I don't want to be under an obligation to say something.
say it's
no,
great
and I
or
wouldn't.
it's-
If it was shit, I don't show it. Simple as that. But I've been left extremely disappointed from a lot of restaurants and really good named people who I know are making the food. And it's like,
you know what? Can I tell you? I have a tip for you.
yeah.
Very hard to get a margarita pizza wrong. Just order margarita pizza and you'll be fine.
But you know what I do find is really funny actually? Going to somewhere that's, I am easily influenced with certain, and some things are hyped up so much and I'm like, I need to go and see if that's the truth. And you go and you literally get thrown food. Right. And there's been one time where I'm like, this is actually fucking shit. And I am so pissed off.
Yeah.
And I made sure that when I was there, I tagged the restaurant so that they knew, right, that there was somebody there who could potentially, whatever.
Yeah.
And it wasn't because I thought, I'm anything. I was like, I can't say it. I'm the typical Irish. It's lovely, it's gorgeous.
Yeah, great.
And what's this? Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah,
Thanks
yeah.
very much. And I just like, let me just see if it makes a difference. And as soon they saw it straight away, and the change in the service, and I was like, that's wrong.
Wild.
No, that's not right.
That's wrong.
'Cause it's
Every
performative
person
then.
should be then getting that same
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to see if it made
it
a
would.
difference. It
Yeah.
wasn't for anything else. And it really did make a difference. And the change in the food and everything. And I was just like, that is just so wrong. That level needs to be with every single customer. And I just didn't go back.
So sad.
Yeah.
So sad. Oh. I
It's
actually,
scary, actually. isn't it?
I find I'm never disappointed with any of the food anywhere because my expectations are on the floor because I actually don't like anything.
Because he eats like a 12-year-old.
I eat 12-year-olds. And
A steak,
other
beef
top-
burger.
Other top tip,
the same
if you drink
stuff.
so much, you don't even know what you're eating, so it's absolutely fine. I think that's it for our glow
That
up or
is
blow up.
it for our glow up or blow up.
And we're going to just finish off in one last section. So we're going to give a little quick fire situation. Quick fire to round it off.
What did I call it? I called it something very
It
clever.
was really very clever, Paul. You called it Dish the Dirt.
Dish the dirt.
Are we ready? Let's
Are
go
we
for
ready?
it. So we are here for our last quickfire round with the
Quick
lovely
fire.
Gina Daly, where we are doing Dish the Dirt.
Dish the dirt.
So these are just some quickfire questions. We want it to be fun. Like, we want you to be honest. And we also want you to have a bit of fun.
Yeah.
So
Kicking off, right? What is one kitchen gadget without being the air fryer that you can't live without?
I don't know. I recently got a slushy maker.
Oh, the
And
Ninja slushy maker one. Yeah.
And I thought it was going to be a novelty.
really?
Oh, lads. Throw
for
right.
alcoholic ones.
Yeah. I haven't made that for the kids. Throw your bottle of rosé,
Oh, Frosé.
bottle of champagne, or a bottle of prosecco, and then
I thought you were saying to add all those things.
Oh
I was
yeah,
like,
no,
sounds
she
good.
oh yeah, a bottle of rosé,
Yeah.
a bottle of prosecco. all together.
Okay, great. I'm in.
And strawberry juice. And what comes out of that is what I can only say, oh my God, it's sensational.
What does it do when you put it in the slushy thing? What does freezing it do to the alcohol level? This is the important thing for me.
Nothing.
Oh, so you're
Blow
still your brains out.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. Sounds good. Buy one of them tomorrow, Paul.
Great. Okay,
Sounds
that's on
good.
the list.
Love it. Love it. Love it.
Most controversial food opinion.
Oh, yeah. Gosh, I've got quite a few. I think eggs are a little bit overrated.
It's like my main food group.
No, I do like eggs, but since I had Gina, I can't. My stomach,
Really?
I can only make them a particular way, and yeah, I don't know. Like, I think as well, the whole fancy restaurant thing where at one time we used to go, oh God, we'll save up and we'll go here, and you go, and again, could be disappointed. Now that has I'm like, they just have nothing. They do nothing for me anymore. Yeah. It's like, it used to be a real treat and a buzz. And we used to go into like, Bentleys, and we got oysters and a glass of champagne and stuff like that, and I was like, oh no, send me to Fat Phil's, get me
down to the new Taco Bell. Question, before you answer this question, who is like your number one icon like in the world, celebrity wise? Who are you like, that is my go-to person in the world that I am obsessed with, and if I met, I would die?
Well, I tell you I have no interest in celebrity people.
That's
even
okay.
Like Cher.
Oh, now Cher was sitting there.
I know, and like I often
there's
think,
very few people for me, but like,
yeah, I'm not really. Well, actually, I tell a lie, because honestly, this is so fucking stereotypical of me. But if also Kim Kardashian walked in, I'd fall down dead. I'd love to meet her.
I don't
look at
like.
her face.
I've often thought who, and I don't.
Okay,
Don't
well then, if someone who's like a very important person to you in your life,
in the world, like in my family, well, obviously Carl, but like next to Carl, my sister.
Right. So if you're trying to impress your sister, what are you cooking?
Anything. She's just like, give me anything. Just once you cook it for me, and I'm happy out. Just to
I'd
be
be
handed it.
salivating over those.
I make like I made her
videos.
like lovely chicken Caesar burgers and with crispy prosciutto on them, and nothing too fancy, but just really nice. She's just happy to get out and hand it.
If you came here with a pot of your cheese sauce, I would eat it with a spoon.
Paul and cheese
And sauce.
Just something to his downstairs
I could
region.
eat sauce with a spoon. I love sauce. I don't know why.
Yeah, you've got a problem. You've got a problem. Biggest kitchen disaster ever?
Well, I think I'll tell you a funny story. Actually, it's not really a kitchen disaster. It was an on-air TV cooking. I went on Ireland AM, and the morning I was cooking a fillet of pork, and they announced the show was going to be, I can't remember your man's name, Stephen something or other, who was the man with the world's biggest penis, right? And I'm like, oh, fuck's sake, I'm cooking a fillet of pork. So I said to my sister,
bit of meat for some meat.
There's a fellow with the biggest Mickey in the world coming on, and she's like, I hope you're not cooking pork. I was like, I fucking am. And I said, I know what's going to happen. I'm going to do something fucking stupid, because that's who I am. I'm like, I can't just be normal and just be like, I had to go, hold it with my two hands and be like, oh yeah. So it wasn't a disaster, it was just mortifying.
Good moment. Good moment.
They posted on their socials, so they were like, woo, great content.
Good job. Good job.
Is there one ingredient that you secretly hate but you pretend you like it?
Thyme and all that kind of stuff.
The stuff that makes it look
like the seasoning.
Hey, coriander.
I'm not a coriander. Is cilantro in America? Is the same thing?
It's just, I'm like, no, dude, like, get that away from me.
Get away.
Who's messier in the kitchen?
Oh, me. 1,000,000%.
Okay.
Yes. It'd be like bits of chili hanging on for dear life, like drifting down. And the bin is just there. I am the dirtiest bitch that ever walked. Yeah.
Okay. And to finish us, right? What's the daily dish that never fails to get everyone drooling? What's the one thing?
I think the satay Yeah, it's like it's the most recreated recipe that we've ever had, and every time we make it, the kids are like, you know, and like, so it's, and because you can do so much with it, like the kids love their burgers, their chicken burgers dipped in it, and have it that way, or as we do it with beef as well. But that, and then we do, I call it that pasta. My sister gave me the idea when I was doing my junior cert, and I did it for my junior cert mocks, and I kept making it. It's like chicken leek chorizo mushrooms in a cream sauce, and that's like the crowd pleaser. It's delicious. Yeah, that has like 10.4th million views on Instagram.
Is that all? Try harder, Gina. Try harder.
But I posted it about 11 times. And each time it gets over 1 million. So it's like accumulated 30 million.
Amazing.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Like, fucking hell.
I'll take that.
Fucking 10 million. What I wouldn't give.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Before we do finish up, where can people buy the book?
Yes.
Everywhere. All good bookstores.
Everywhere.
She
doesn't even have to drop a name. She's like, you can fucking get it everywhere,
seen
guys.
it in Eason's today for the first time, and I was actually scarlet. I stood outside and I was like this with my phone, zooming in, like, so it's amazing. Thank you very much.
It's another like chapter in your book.
Exactly.
Do you know?
Yeah.
And I also love how it's dedicated to the kids. The little dishes.
I love that. Well, Gina, thank you so much for joining us. Gina's going to stay for a very quick chat, very, very quick chat on our bonus app. So please join us, where we're going to be talking about some very exciting things with regards to
hosting the perfect dinner party.
Exactly. And we're going to find out the details of who's at that dinner party and what we'll be serving. So, ladies and gentlemen, see you on the bonus. Thanks so much for joining us. Bye.